My name is Dillon Drummond, and I'm a gameplay and VR programmer. Flip Against the Frontier is an action arcade pinball game and was my team's entry to the Ubisoft Game Lab competition in 2023. I was responsible for the majority of gameplay programming, everywhere from the tilting of the machine to the different towers scattered around the pinball machine. I also worked on UI, making a system that would pan the camera around the machine whenever a user selected a button that takes them to a new menu. Along with gameplay and UI, I was responsible for sound and animation programming as well. Because time was of the essence, I made a one-stop shop for our designers to interact with all of the sounds in the game. Designers can choose multiple audio clips that would be randomly played at runtime for sound effects such as footsteps, and tweak everything from slight pitch modulation to volume fall-off curves. Solitary Space is a VR space flight simulator where you fight off enemies with your turrets and fly towards different space stations to earn credits, then upgrade your ship. I was responsible for a lot of features, including the upgrades and interactive controls used to fly the ship and navigate menus. We wanted to focus on interactive gameplay with little use of the actual handheld controllers and more in-game interactions. I created many of the core gameplay systems, such as flight and various parts of the weapon systems. I also took charge of portraying body presence, adding arms, hands, and a body for the player. One of my favorite parts of this project was making different graphical effects, such as the holographic map. The Daedalus Dungeon Generator started out as a final project for my AI and Games class. I later improved it, creating an editor tool to help other developers, and released it on GitHub as a Unity package. It works by placing rooms on a 3D grid and uses Dillon tetrahedralization to create a streamlined connected map of all the rooms. Then we find the minimum spanning tree of the graph and add back some random hallways to make the dungeon less linear. Finally, we use A-star pathfinding to carve out hallways and place assets along those paths. Once again, my name is Dillon Drummond, and I am a gameplay and VR programmer.